What's up, investors? It's the Russian dude, and apparently, theoretically, there is a time when you can invest on the stock market, which hypothetically, as history shows, can allow you to beat the stock market performance. And there is a reason why I said there is a time where you can invest on the stock market. I'm in no way relying to timing the market, when to buy, when to sell. No, I'm talking about exactly the time where you should invest. Once again, just before we proceed, this is a theoretical, hypothetical scenario. I found this graph I'm about to show you very interesting and intriguing. I have no idea personally that this such thing actually existed. And then whenever I discovered it, I was completely mind blown. So yeah, what I'm referring is the time, exactly the time when do you invest on the stock market. Because since the beginning of this year, the stock market yielded approximately 27% gain. And out of this, 23.7% of this gain was achieved during the off-market hours, during the trading hours when the stock market is not that easily accessible for regular individual retail investors. You basically know that the trading session on the stock market, particularly I'm talking about the American one, for example, opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and it lasts until 4 p.m. also Eastern Standard Time. But it does not mean that you cannot invest outside of these hours. This is what is known as the off-market trading. It is also commonly known as the after-hours trading, and when you zoom out and you see performance of the S&P 500 throughout decades, and then you see the performance of the very same index just in the after-market trading hours, well, the difference is absolutely humongous. Specifically, what I'm talking about is that since 1993, the S&P 500 during its market hours yielded only, guess what, 16%. But the very same period, from 1993 until the moment of recording this video, the yield of the very same S&P 500 traded outside of the market hours in the after-hours market trading, well, the yield here reached 1090%, beating the performance of the regular trading hours by, if my math is correct, by 80 times. The reason for this, at least in my personal opinion, is the liquidity, which is obviously significantly lower in the after-hours trading, simply because, once again, a lot of retail investors, they do not have that easy access to the stock market, and just a lot of people and even financial institutions, financial organizations, they just simply don't bother trading outside of regular hours. You even probably witnessed it yourself. Whenever a company releases an extraordinary good report, its share price in the aftermarket trading hours, right after the markets close, 5-10 minutes later, or several minutes before the markets do open, it can literally skyrocket 20, 30, 40%. As soon as markets open, the line which shows the growth of the stock price just is literally becoming skyrocket vertical up. The very same thing can happen obviously with the extraordinary bad report. Whenever a company misses every single prediction, well, the stock price tanks. But in the end, if the company survived long enough, obviously its growth in most cases is much more dominant than its decline. And the difference here might be just a couple of percentage points, maybe no more than 10, 20, 30%. But when you take this for the period of almost 30, whenever you take this for the period of more than 30 years, this is when every single percentage point makes a huge difference. That is exactly why we have such crazy numbers which show the difference of market trading hours of only 16% gain versus after hours trading of 1090%. This is also exactly shows you the power of compound interest. I personally found this statistic extraordinary. I had absolutely no idea that this is the case, and in no way I'm urging you guys to invest only on the post-market trading hours in the post-market trading sessions. Personally, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to continue dollar cost average in the same companies at the same time of the day of the month, same amount of money. So, but yeah, it is just interesting and good to know that this thing actually exists. Well, there you have it, guys. If you also found this information interesting, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. See you tomorrow.